So always around this time of year, I start reflecting back, thinking about, just it's almost the end of the year, so I like to think back over the year, what's happened, what I've learned, what I've accomplished, and I'm thinking about some of the, benefits in my life and being sober now. And since I give up smoking weed, smoked weed for almost 20 years, and I was thinking about the difference, and one of the, I was like, what really is a difference? And there's a lot of differences, and one difference that I noticed that I wanted to share about, that I thought was really deep, is that being sober, life without weed, and just heading life sober, is that life is just more real. And I know that may sound weird and may not make any sense, but it is so true that when you're in life just sober, life is so much more real. You feel more of everything. I mean, you feel the ups, the downs, the stresses, the this, that. You feel everything. You're more curious. You're more interested and curious and attracted to things and motivated, inspired, and you get all the various different emotions of life. Life just becomes more real. Where when you're smoking all the time, it can almost be like life is a daze, and before you know it, it's like the weeks are flying by and months are flying by, and it's like you can barely even remember what happened over the past month, because you're like, holy shit, another month flew by, and you're blazed out of your mind, and you don't realize time is just zipping you by, and it's because you're blasted, you're high, you're checked out, you're not in your body, think about the very term wasted. You're wasting time. You're wasted, So when you're getting high, when you're getting wasted on weed, you're getting blasted, wasted, whatever. You're checked out. You're not really living. You're not in the moment. You're not feeling life. You're not truly living life. And so one of my favorite benefits is that your life just becomes more real. You're in the game. This is why we're here, to live life. Not that, when you're dead, then you can be checked out forever. But right here, we're here just for a short time to enjoy it while we're here. Experience it. Why do you want to hide it? Why do you want to, I'm sure the people in the graveyard would give up anything, to have your problems, to be able to, hey, let me back in the game, to be able to take on your problems. You're here in the game. Enjoy it while you're here. Don't mask it. Don't hide it. Don't get blasted and wasted through life. Embrace it now. Let life become more real. It's okay if you feel, the highs, the lows, the anger. The Mr. Rogers documentary movie just came out recently, and I always thought Mr. Rogers was a really cool guy. And one of the things that Mr. Rogers always taught was that, it's okay to feel all the different emotions. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay if you feel upset, if you feel sad, nothing's wrong with you. All these different various emotions that we feel in life, all emotions serve their purpose, and nothing's wrong with having the various different emotions. It's just living. But running from life, always getting high, smoking, you're not really living. So, that's it. I want to think about that. As you get sober and go into this journey, life just becomes more real. And I can tell you, life is a lot better living real. I love my life so much more. When I look through my journal entries, I've been journaling for most of my life, decades, and I can clearly see my attitude and how the difference in how I feel when I'm living, when I'm in the game, really, when I'm sober versus when I'm high. When I go through the stages, when when I'm smoking like crazy all the time, my journal entries are more depressed. They're actually fewer and far between because I'm more checked out. I'm not as with it. And when I'm sober, I'm in the game. I'm journaling more. I'm expressing myself, all the different things that I'm going through, the highs and the lows, whatever I'm feeling. But it's like I'm living. I'm really in the game. And when you're sober, you're forced to have to face and deal with the confrontations that you're forced to have to confront life head on, all the various different aspects of life, whether you wake up tired in the morning or dealing with stress or whatever, all the different things, you're forced to have to confront it head on and deal with it. And that's what makes life fun, being in the game of life. Alright, so until next time, guys, stay strong. Let's make it a great day, a great week, a great month, a great year. Let's make it a great life.